Oh, we actually have a little package opening for Force of Will today. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more you guys should definitely check out Roller School TCG. Jeremy does a lot of cool things with the Force of Will game itself. He absolutely loves this game. He actually lives close to me, so every year he gets to run a WGP up in Michigan, about an hour or so away from me. I didn't actually get to go this year, but he was nice enough to send me some of the cool things that were from the WGP this year to showcase, you know, for what actually still makes Force of Will do its thing. Now, I mean, the jokes aside, Force of Will is still alive. It has a very, very, very cool player base at this point in time, and it is still very, very, very much a TCG that the community loves. So let's talk about some of these really, really cool cards that were part of the WGP experience. So the game now officially has two formats. There is basically rotated and unrotated. Obviously, you know, depending on the format itself, really just kind of depends on, you know, the tournament experience that you're going to get. You know, these are going to look a lot better out of the sleeve. So let's showcase what these are. All right, so first off here, we have our waifu, of course, right? Water and purple color combination. That is absolutely wonderful. I love getting the chance to see, you know, these. And then, oh, wow. Take a look at that. That is amazing. Their promo cards are still as amazing as ever. I love the emphasis on these. All right, we have more here. So this one was actually, this was the Halloween promo. This was the Spirit of Mileage, or Millage. And then, of course, ooh, this is a Christmas stone. Yes, so one cool thing I do like about Force of Will that they've always iconically done is they emphasize the seasons. They do Halloween, they do, you know, Christmas, they do the special times, and they've even emphasized summer, you know, see the card that got errated quite some time ago. But this was your holiday celebration for Christmas, and then, of course, I see we also have, this is the... This is Chubby Five-Tailed Fox. I had to read that for a second. Little guy actually going here. I see we also have another one. Is this... Oh, we had New Year's celebrations as well for this. Okay. So, this one is a Mecha Cat for your emphasis. What do we actually get on this? This is a... Belligerence Precision, and it's a players cannot chase this card as long as you have a build or demolish. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of subtypes on that. All right, well, we'll come back to that in a second. And then, ooh, I remember you. This is the Bloodfire Battlefield of Yummy card. Actually, I think he just reminds me of some of the early characters. Maybe it's not the exact one I'm thinking of. All right, we have a couple more here. All right. We also have the Hellfire of the Diabolical World. That's a beautiful piece. And then Cherry Blossom Sewing. That's really cool. I like that. That's nice. All right. And then, of course, we have some ruler. So we had the holidays this year. Happy Father's Day for the Ruler School token itself. Oh my gosh, look at the foiling on that. That's crazy. That is textured too. Yo, that's crazy. Check out this dragon too. Yo, that's amazing. Force of Will, another year, has continued to deliver. What is this? Is Dorian the Heartless Aristocrat. Yo, that's amazing. And these do actually feel like really, really good too. And you can also tell by like the foiling that these are amazing. A good celebration of the game. We also have the, what is this? The Otherworld Dreams. And then our last one for this is the Zero's Light Lightning. which you can actually like really see the emphasizing here on the lightning actually striking through the card. Well, you can see the lighting doing very well. You need to get this a little bit more up close to your face to read, but it is actually not too bad. And of course, still have the iconic card back, but it's amazing. Now, you did see we got one more really, really cool product here. This is the 2026 teaching deck. So basically every year Force of Will kind of makes a new demo deck where they want you to be able to get into the game and learn how to play the game. But also at the same time, these demo decks in the past have had very, very good reprints in them. And they're a nice little piece to the game to be able to, make sure that players can kind of keep up and actually still be able to do the thing. If you played Force of Will before, the field layout still pretty much remains the exact same as we have seen in the past. What I wanted to see was, what do these two new decks actually bring to the table here for, the old school player or, the new school player wanting to get into this. So we have red to kind of start things off here. This is just going to be more red's more burn, but traditionally with card games, you typically see more of a aggro presence within these as well. A lot more newer cards here because I don't recognize actually seeing any of these for the new demo deck. So that's actually something really cool to mention. Also, in the past, they were doing, aside from the demo decks, because these, you get Firestones in here, which, you're not going to see dual stones in here. The demo decks themselves are meant to just be a very quick and easy, product. But I do recognize the Kaguya, because Kaguya has been here since the first realm. Kaguya was a very iconic monster in the very, very first part of the game. So to see that, Kaguya is back as, a potential ruler start. Remember, this thing has flying, and attacking J Resonator with flying can be blocked only by another Resonator with flying. So, like all the other card games, flying works the way it's supposed to. This card gets X plus 0, where X is the number of your treasury item you control, multiplied by 3. And then entry, when this card enters the field, search your deck for a treasure item and put it onto your field and shuffle it, and then pay 1. And then obviously, we have the flip side. But this also has the God's Art Temporal boost, put a treasury item from your hand onto the field. And then we have Judgment, which transforms her into this. Which also, does our ruler over here? They do have their flip side. Okay. So this was actually their main form, but their sub form was at the beginning of the game, put 2 strength counters on this card. At the end of your turn, put a strength counter on this, and then Judgment, pay 2, and then flip this card over, do Judgment. Only if this card is recovered in the main phase of your turn, you've not battled or chase area is empty. That's kind of cool. But he's a little bit bigger than that. So, all right, so Kaguya going to be coming in, still doing the standard item stuff that she's done in the past. Which, for a demo deck here, doesn't necessarily feel too bad. I feel like that should get you another iconic card from the past. Then we get to kind of see, the items coming in here to give you a little bit of an emphasis on what you can do. And then obviously, it's a demo deck. So on the very early stages of this, Kaguya and our little lizard friend here, the Ririk, that's a name. I think both of these are interestingly good start points. Force of Will does a good job at rewarding their players. Like I said, take a look at these cards that you get on entry. These are alternate textured foils that are part of their Circuit series, man. They made a Father's Day special coin to emphasize the fact that, it was the holidays. It's little things like this that prove, even if Force of Will is a much smaller card game, that they're still there, and they're still continuing to grow. And that's all you really need to see for this. So, very awesome cards. Another year of seeing this game grow, and I like that. So please, leave a comment down below. Check out Roller School TCG. He deserves it. He's been working with this game forever. I look forward to seeing more from them as well. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.